investing is a tool they know how to use that. As an investment banker, that's what we do basically. So you see these people, this is how they preserve wealth. This is how they grow their money. But you and I, anyway, you're a big woman. People like me will be on the side
People
and be like,
Hi friends. Welcome to another episode of the Musings and Roars. Today we have an amazing guest in our midst, and trust me, you're going to love this topic because this one is one that everyone loves to talk about, right? As usual, I'm your delectable host, Jumoke Shotonwa. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share as soon as you're done listening to today's episode. All right. So today, do you want to know who we have on set? Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. We have Financial Jennifer. All right, welcome, Jennifer.
thank you,
Such
Jumoke.
a honor to have
Hi,
you,
everyone. When you sent me an invite, I was so excited because do you know how long I've been following this channel? And then I've been a guest here. I'm feeling myself.
Hey, we have
Thanks
the
so much
best
for
of
the
the best. You have the
invite.
best of the best here. All right. But like we do, right? I'll read her bio so you know the caliber of woman we have with us today. All right. So we have Financial Jennifer. Financial Jennifer is a personal finance expert, investment banker, and the founder of FinTribe, Nigeria's first and largest women-only finance community. With over 20,000 women trained in personal finance and thousands guided on their investment journeys, she's known as the women money cheerleader. You see why we have her here. Engaging a vibrant audience of over 150,000 people daily on social media. Financial Jennifer's professional experience spans auditing, aviation, treasury operations, fixed income, security trading, and fintech treasury operations. Wow. As a certified financial education instructor, chartered accountant and stockbroker, she envisions a future with more empowered women, confidently making better financial decisions and building healthy savings and investment portfolios through her teachings and simplified platform. Yes, Jennifer is very simple when she speaks. She has been recognized by Meta, Seller, Power Woman Network, and was listed on top 15 rising motherland moguls in 2023 by She Leads Africa. Please connect with her on her various social media platforms. Go on YouTube, go on Instagram at Financial Jennifer. Can we give a round of applause for Jennifer today?
Thank you so much. You have given me your own bio because anyway, they know you. This is your platform, but they know I'm speaking with a big woman.
All right, you're welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you.
It's such an honor to have you here.
Same here.
I mean, having you, even especially after your amazing finance fair that was just concluded.
Finance fair in Nigeria.
She had over, how many people did you have again?
More than 5,000. And now you're looking at the numbers, it's way more than that.
Wow.
Because upon most of the people that came in, they didn't register, but the numbers we have, so it's more than 5,000
women in one place.
It was massive.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So now I'm like, God, you did this. But it makes me so happy to know that many women are actually interested in this. This is not the regular kind of event. Okay, maybe it's a fashion event or something. This is a finance. We are coming to talk about money. And women showed up. It made me so happy.
Yeah.
So today, we're also going to talk about the same thing. Money.
Ego, kudi, owo.
Anyone you call it.
Money.
Anyone you call it.
All right, fantastic. So today we're going to talk about, money. How to thrive in this economy. I'm sure everyone listening to me right now, in a day, if you're in this Nigeria, I'm sure you will say, even you're not in Nigeria, I mean, economic downturn everywhere.
It's a global thing.
It's a global thing, right? You're going to say, this dollar, everything is increasing, cost of living is increasing.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do? The ones I have is not even enough, and I need to do X, Y, Z. I need to save, I need to invest, I need to do a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about that, and we have the best person to tell us.
Bring it on.
To tell us, about that, right? So, Musings and Roars podcast, what we do basically is to debunk, common popular statements or myths that people believe, right? And one of those things that people believe is only rich people invest. I don't have enough for myself. I don't have enough to even go to work, take care of my family. And
It's
now
not
I'm telling me to invest.
You know. That's how they put it. The person who see food chop. They do invest.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So how do we go about that?
Yeah, so investing is a tool they know how to use that. As an investment banker, that's what we do basically. So you see these people, this is how they preserve wealth. This is how they grow their money. But you and I, anyway, you're a big woman. People like me will be on the side
People
and be like, so people are like, so when we get there, I don't have enough money. Okay, let me tell you something. When I used to work, I was a treasury accountant there. So the staff had this thing they do every month. They save monthly. I prepared a salary sheet so I know what each person earns. And then we have the people we call casual staff. These ones maybe they are the laborers, the loaders, the cleaners. Their income, they earn barely minimum wage. Some of them earn 20 something as at then, some earn 30. But then the other staff, the ones that earn maybe up to 100 or something, they are the staff are the ones that do these savings. But there's this particular guy, he's a cleaner. No, he's a loader. That guy earns less than 30K. But he's part of that saving thing they do. Someone that earns about 30K still save the same amount that people that earn way higher than him save. And then I'll be reasoning it. The job is, I think we start from 8 to 6. If he has other source of income, which I'm going to encourage everybody to, hopefully we talk about that. That's nice. But for the fact that he's able to do this, even while earning that small, it tells me that this is a function of your belief. Like this is when it's a decision. So I understand that when we don't earn enough, it can be a hindrance. But my sister, with as little as 5,000 naira, there are so many things you can invest in. If you want to invest in shares, maybe you want to buy MTN shares. MTN shares is like 140 naira.
Wow.
Are you telling me you can't afford 140 naira? The one they did their primary offer, I think the minimum was 20 units. And that 20 units then was like 3,000 something. And I know that by now, that 3,000 something, the value should be like 4,000 something or 5,000 something. So many people, I carried it on my head on social media.
I remember, I think I saw it.
That MTN shares, I was shouting it. And I was so happy that people keep into it. Because with as less than 5K, you can invest in this thing. So it's not a function of money. Because even in offices, you have people that maybe you earn the same amount with them, or they even earn higher than you, but before the end of the month, they're asking you to lend them money. So it's not really how much we earn. It's knowing that, I think it's that financial literacy part. Many of us don't know that these things are obtainable with small amounts. So please, that is a big myth. No matter how much you earn, that is something for you to invest in. Hopefully, as we proceed, we're going to look at the different investment options we can key into. So please, that one is not only for the rich. In fact, we need that more because that's how we get to where they are.
Okay, awesome. So talking about, knowledge, because that's where the gap is.
Yeah, exactly.
The gap is in knowledge. I remember myself. Let me even give my story.
Please bring it up.
When I was in
I've always been a big woman like this.
No, apparently. Okay. So when I was doing my NYC, before I did my NYC, I got a job in a multinational. I was a contract staff. Yes, I was a contract staff. This was in 2014 or 2015. Really? I was earning 80,000 naira in 2015.
Oh my God.
I didn't use my alawi at all. My allowance was, how much was it then? 18 something, I'll be 19.5 or 19 whatever.
Yes, it was already 19.
My allowance was in an account. The account we opened in NYC that they opened for us. It was there for the whole period of my NYC. I was living in my parents' house. I was living on my 80,000 naira every month. Jennifer, at the end of my NYC, and this is just talking about the knowledge. At the end of my NYC, then I had about 200 and something K or 300 something K. I was like, what do I do with this money?
If we're going to do giveaway for us now.
Right. My hard-earned money. Going for PPA and
what did you do with that hard-earned money?
So now that's where the problem is. Guess what? I told my mom at the time, and I was like, okay, I have this money. What can I do with it? But my mom, to the best of her own knowledge at the time, told us to go and invest in multi-level marketing networking.
Yeah, it was actually a big thing back then. Many people became millionaires from that, actually.
But not everybody. But me, that
people will collect.
So do you understand? So I cannot do that. But I went for the conference or the seminar. Put your money this, we put money there.
There are so many of them back then. I didn't do it because I did not have the money. I
Me,
will
I
not
even have
even
the money,
lie.
but I don't know how to do it. I cannot be talking
Yeah.
because you have to talk to one person to bring two
Bring two
people.
people. Now,
Yeah,
yes,
two
you
people
make
bring
money.
another. Your
Please,
leg.
bring two people is not an investment. Please,
Please
bring two
tell us.
people is
Tell
not
us.
an investment. Because I like where you're going. You remember the time of MMM? Many of us were money doubling and it was nice but that was not an investment.
Investment.
But we didn't know. We feel like so far your money is doubling. So first of all, if they can't explain what they do, it's already shady. Because MMM, nobody can say this is
This is what they're
exactly
using the
what is
money
happening.
for, yeah.
Because it's bring this person will bring use another person, another, it's just like some
Pay
marketing. This
Peter
not
to
even like that.
rob Peter to pay Paul.
Exactly. So if it is like that, it's already a red flag. Or they're pushing you to bring this person. Every business, thrive on referral. But when the basics of that thing, like when the foundation of the business is on that referral, my sister, run. Do you understand? But even back then I don't have sense. So this is the fact that you're seeing whining mouth today. Even the way I don't know, I didn't do MMM because I did not have the money. I was a broke student. God help me. But I knew that if I had, I would have invested. Now, where the financial literacy part comes in is if it was now with the sense I have, and someone will come and tell me there's this investment, so they will pay you 30%, they will pay you 50%. Hello, what kind of investment is that? Because the government, we use government investment as the basis. Right now, Treasury will pay like 5%, 6%. And someone comes to tell me they'll pay me 30% for where?
What are you doing? How are you getting it?
Imagine that it is now that you have access to that kind of money. Because even that then it's big deal. 200 and something is big money. And now you have that kind of money. I believe that the decisions you will make will be better.
Exactly.
Maybe you're thinking of, is there a stock I can invest in? Or can I talk to any financial expert or something? So yes, financial literacy is a big part of it. And that's one thing I am dedicated to doing aside my personal platform. Finch Tribe is a community of money-minded women. We talk money, we save, we invest together. So we always make sure that every month we have classes to talk to our members, have classes on how to invest in shares, how to invest in this, because it's in knowing that we get to do better. Most times it's not as if we don't know what to do with money. It's just that we don't know.
We don't know what to put it in.
Exactly.
We don't know the opportunities
so that's
available.
why if anybody comes and say, we are doing agriculture, invest in money, we'll do, those kind of nonsense story, you give them money. If you know, they can't tell you that kind of story. So yeah, definitely right. Financial literacy is a big, in fact, it's the first step.
You just lose money
anyhow. We've seen shake on top investments in this country.
Wow. Okay. So now you've heard it. Financial literacy, that's the starting point. Knowledge, right? You can start with whatever you have. You can 5K, 10K, 200K, 1 million. You have it. But when you have that amount of money, you need to know the right things to put your money in. And for example, we have Finch Tribe, where you can go and learn about money, what to do with money. Okay, I've been hearing shares. Okay, how does this shares
How does it work?
I've been hearing stocks. How does it work? I've been hearing FX. I've been hearing different things. How does it work? Real estate. How does it work? Right?
Maybe we can look at different investment options.
Okay, yes.
That people can actually explore. Let me take a few of them. Let me start with shares. If you know me, you know I love shares. So share is like buying a stake in any company. You know all your favorite companies. You can invest in them. I think I mentioned MTN earlier.
Yeah.
You can invest in them. We are on social media. Do you know how much Facebook has made this year? Meta. Oh my God. The last time I checked, if you invested, let's say 100K in Facebook in January, by now you should have over 250,000.
Wow.
The last I checked, because their share was doing so great this year. So you can key into this. But now someone will be like, Jennifer, I'm in Nigeria. How are we going to invest in Facebook that is abroad? That's the beauty of technology. Do you understand? So there's so many apps out there you can use to invest in these things. But like you said, it's the knowledge. If you don't know, you don't know. Even the MTN we have here, for you to invest in any Nigerian company, it's easier. So you can reach out to any investment bank. I'm an investment banker. I'm a stockbroker. That's what we do. Clients come to us. We invest on their behalf. But they make the decision themselves. And the beautiful thing is that most of them now have mobile apps. You don't even need to talk to anybody. You don't need to go to their office or something. Just download the app. You can just start by checking the top investment banks in Nigeria. Look at them. Check their offers. So that's it on the stock. You are buying a stake in the company. Number one, some of them will pay you dividend. That's how you make money from it. They will pay you dividend, not all pay, but the ones that pay, still using MTN, for example, I think last year they paid a dividend 2 times. This year they've paid, I don't know if they've paid twice or once. I can't remember now, but that's one source of income. And then the value growth. when they did that primary offer, we bought it at 169.
Yeah.
But now it's like 240, 250 something. So we've moved from 169 to 200, and there is no limit. Nobody said it won't keep growing. Amazon was selling like, Amazon got as high as 3,000 something before they did stock split. So there is no limitation. So while you're investing in great companies, my sister, go and relax. It will keep growing. Just make sure you are investing in the right companies.
And just to cut you, sorry to cut you, it's the length of so people want quick money. We think we should come there.
Hey, please, we need to talk about
because
that.
It looks like investing in this thing. How many years my money grow?
Do you understand? Okay, so this is the nice part. When maybe when I'm talking with clients on this, you need to understand how long. I love that you mentioned that. Thank you. So understand what's the tenor, what duration are you looking at? Let's say I'm saving up money. I want to Japan next year. I need to save up from now to then. Maybe I just have like 9 months to save or to invest to grow the money. Stock market is not for you because the stock market is a long-term investment. Unless you are trading, it's a long-term investment. If you want to get the best of it, plan for long-term. But if you're looking for short investments, okay, you can consider some bonds. We have treasury bills. It's a government investment. It's like you lending money to the government. They will pay you interest and your money is safe now. The risk is low. Government cannot run away with your money. If today the government comes and another will enter, so it's a continuous thing. So but that treasury bill now, you can invest for like 3 months. You can invest for like 6 months, 9 months.
So what's the interest rate?
It's not that attractive because it depends on the tenor. The longer its highest is 1 year. The longer you leave it, the more interest you will make. But some of them can be like 5%, 6%. But I tell people, I know the people will say it's small. What's the alternative? The alternative is you leaving the money I do in the bank at what percent? 0%. And bank will take their charges. So, and that's not all.
Inflation.
Temptation, adulthood, bill. Oh my God. They will tell you, this person is sick. This one we call
the money that
rent,
you put at 15K. By inflation, it will not be 15K again.
I read a joke on Twitter. Someone said, is it not to go and price something? Maybe give the person will tell you, maybe this is like 150K. You can give them $100 and tell them to wait. I'll come back next week. When you come back next week, the $100 you gave them, the value is now 150K. You carry your things and go because it's crazy. But that's what is happening right now. So I love that duration part. Knowing the duration you have for your money would inform the right decision when it comes to investing. So like we've said, if you're looking for something short term, please don't do stock. So you can do commercial paper. Yeah, commercial paper again, it also works like treasury bill. But the difference is that with commercial paper, you're investing with companies, big companies, maybe Dangote or the banks or even the MTN. They issue commercial paper. Maybe they need short-term fund for something. They raise this money after 6. So most of them is like 6 months or 9 months. Or maybe few can be 3 months. After the tenure, you get back your money and your interest. So this one, the interest, the last one we did, is it? I think it's VFD or something. The rate is about 15%. So these ones are way higher. But the only thing is that, what if tomorrow the company say we are not doing again? That's risk.
That's a risk.
You won't. Though in the history of commercial paper in Nigeria, I've not seen any company that defaulted. They always pay. But we consider that if I'm investing with government, it's safer for me than when I'm investing with a company. So because we see companies, commercial paper as a bit riskier, the rate is higher. You know how it is now, more risk, more reward. So that's also another option. And then for people that are daring, that I don't mind the high risk, cryptocurrency is also something. I'm actually big on it, though it's not for everyone because the risk level is something else. My sister, it's also an option. Even the traditional investments, food storage. Have you seen where that works before? Investing in food stuff so my family. It's a family thing. My parents are into palm oil.
Okay.
So that's their business. They supply to companies that manufacture soap and all of that. One thing they do, even in FinTribe, we do that. When they, every food at some point is is everywhere. Maybe it's in season. Yeah, that's the right word. It's in season. At that point, it is more affordable. It is cheaper.
Yeah.
So you can buy it then. Hold on to it. After some months, when it becomes scarce, the price goes up. Like that palm oil, that sometimes you go in, you'll be like, what's happening in Nigeria? Palm oil is so expensive. But at some season, it's just there. So that is also what some people do. It's a means of investing for me and my friends and my community. So when it is everywhere,
so what kind of food stuff. Palm oil.
Yeah, palm oil is one. So last year I did palm oil. I did what's the name of that thing? What do they call okpa in English? I always forget this word.
Is it I don't know. It's not my
Is it
moisture.
cowpea? No, it's not cowpea. I don't know, my sister. Okpa.
Okay.
So I think it's mostly Igbo people that love it. Bambara. Thank you, Jesus, for not shaming me. Bambara nut.
Bambara
yeah,
nuts.
I did that also last year, and it was nice. Oh, I think I made more than 40%.
Wow.
In the profits. Sometimes it actually be 100%.
Wow.
Like this palm oil. Sometimes palm oil can do 100% for you. Sometimes this year is not very favorable for us. I think this year we bought 20k and we are selling for pay 25 liter. We bought 20k. We are selling 23k.
Okay.
This year was nothing because the time we bought was that time scarcity. So when people were buying double of what the money worth was, but now there's cash everywhere. It's a long story, Sha. But that is also a good option. You know, some people are very skeptical. They'll be like, all this internet thing, all this. So if you don't want to do, let's say, stock, if you don't want to do, you want the one you'll be seeing, because that's what they're like real estate, the one that you can see. Food storage is even rice. I did rice last year. I'm the reason why I didn't do it this year, because now I was pricing rice, 50-something thousand. Right at last year, I was begging them to buy at 30k.
Wow.
So people also I stored rice last year.
In
bags,
bulk.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think Macordy. So the trick to this is that you don't have to be the one doing it. So what we do,
you can put your money,
find someone that you can trust. Like for me now, my parents are the ones doing the oil. So like FinTribe, people in my FinTribe community, if they want to invest, they run it for us. That rice, I have someone in Makurdi, someone I trust. She ran it for me. The cowpea, one of my uncle, that is line of business. So I always dealing with the experts. They know what business it is. So we are dwelling too much on this. Let's move on.
Okay, so let's go back to the different things you can invest in. So we said shares, we said stock, commercial papers,
treasury bills. And
bills.
Even the simplest one, please. If you do not do anyone, do that one today. You know, there's so many amazing fintech platforms out there. You can save your money with. For the fact you have money there, it's paying you interest. That's already investment.
Yeah, that's investment.
Instead of leaving that money in the bank, why don't you just move it? Just go to one that you trust. That's the thing. So personally, I try to look for maybe the ones that are affiliated to an investment bank or to commercial banks, because many of us are very skeptical. We are still shaking. And I don't blame people being. They'll be like, if you go to my comment section, most of them, what if they close? What will happen? And it's a valid question.
Yeah.
So to even make you feel better, you just stick with the popular ones. I'm not sure if you're allowed to call names here, but stick with the the credible ones. Stick with the credible ones. So you don't have to do much. And many of them you can buy mutual funds. Mutual fund is also another sort of investment. So we don't have plenty time. So I'm just trying to mention different things. It's not left for people. Go after this. Go and research some of these things. If you go to my social media platform, FinTribe, Financial Jennifer, we talk a lot about these things. So that's saving with the fintech platform is a one that anyone can do. Just download the app, register, move your money from your bank there. Two things, you make interest, and the temptation to spend the money is not there. And you can also invest in dollar. You can save in dollars. That's also something else that these platforms offer for you to save and earn in dollars. It's amazing.
Awesome. See, I'm giving you guys free good food. Good food.
We need to talk money because the economy is not smiling.
I know. Okay, so talking about the economy not smiling and getting more money, right? Let me read a scripture. I came across this scripture. I was
nice.
Oh my God. I was like, wow, the Bible is complete.
Anything you want. Oh my God.
There.
That was the time I did a series. What the Bible has to say with you and your money and everything. Why do you think I'm talking so confidently?
So yeah.
Because I'm preaching the gospel.
Come on, that's right. Yeah.
The Bible has everything. Please read. Let me hear. Let us hear.
Ecclesiastes 11 verse 2. It says, I'm reading from the NIV version. It says, invest in 7 ventures. Yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. It's scriptural.
Are you serious? Ecclesiastes what?
11 verse 2.
Please, I need that later.
Yes.
Hey, Instagram people will hear it. Nice. That sounds amazing.
Invest in 7 ventures. Yes, in 8.
Multiple streams of income.
Come on. Right? So let's go into multiple streams of income now, right?
Yeah.
What I know you've been talking about this. I think I saw recently on your Instagram page what you can do to make extra money here and there and things like that. So let's go into multiple streams of income people can have right now.
Okay. So I like coming from an angle maybe how do you get these ideas? Because everybody's telling you you need multiple streams of income, but some people are like, well, how? What? So let's look at it in different ways. Number one, what do you know? Monetizing your skill. That's like everybody should be doing that. People should be paying you for what you know. Do you understand? So let me use examples because that's people relate more when you use examples. I am an chartered accountant. So I remember back then, before we got busy, I always write about accounting for business owners, maybe how to track your income, your expenses, things like that. I like teaching, basically. Most of the things I do today started from just trying to teach people, help people.
Yeah.
So I always write about these things. But at the point, people will now be asking you, Jennifer, you say this thing that day, but I don't know. Will you show me? Plenty questions. People again, I like money. Hello, I like money.
Come
and
on,
that is something you should be
tell
comfortable
us.
with saying that you like. It's not a crime.
Yeah.
Okay, so people are not asking me plenty questions. I'm like, wait, so this thing I know, how can we? I created some templates, income and expense. It's on an Excel sheet, so basic things that you and I know, but people need it in a simple way, the way it can work for them. So I created I don't even know, I think it was 1K. I was telling it that time, okay, if you're a business owner, you can buy this. Oh, more people are buying this back to back. Even before this now, social media, you know this Instagram, all of us are using, this social media all of us are using. I think my first digital content, it was a class, was actually social media. Because I was so good at it back then. Like, is it hashtag? I was very good at it. And then if you come to Facebook, a lot of, I know many people are not on Facebook
right now.
Some of us are still there, old women. Many Facebook people, they don't like it. Not that they don't like Instagram. They find Instagram as strange. They don't know how to navigate. They feel lost there. Yeah. But when it comes to building multiple income streams, we overthink it. But we don't have to. So the question now is how, because we hear this all the time. The question is how. I'll just run through the different ways personally I do them. Number one, the current income you have at the moment, how can you grow it? You're a salary staff, how do you get promoted? How do you increase your salary? Are there certifications you need? Are there exams you should write? Are there new skills you need to pick up? Do you need to change job? Change job if your current place is not giving you what you need.
And that's one of the fastest ways to actually get more money by changing jobs.
Yeah, but not too fast.
But not too fast. Yeah, not too fast. Yeah.
So if you need to, you're a business owner, is there something else you can add or a complementary something? You sell wares and then people are asking, how do I accessorize? Thank you. You're the stylist, you're not me. You can decide to be like, okay, let me add some jewelries or some. I used to sell hair. So what I did was hair accessories, conditioner, wash, and all of that, hair oils, things like that. And it's also a means of income. So that's like the easiest way. Start from where you are. And another thing is that, what do you know? Monetize your knowledge. That's my biggest source of income, actually. From selling my knowledge, I have courses, I have classes, I have one-on-one sections. But the thing is that most of us feel like, what I know, everybody knows this thing now. It's too basic. Do you know that there is a video on YouTube, how to boil water? It has millions of views. The same people don't know how to boil water. So what you feel that is very easy to you, it doesn't come easy to
other people.
You have able to teach people how to use Canva, how to use Excel. There's this page on IG. What they do is teach people folk tales. You know, these tortoise, all these old stories.
Yes.
And parents are paying for their children to listen to these things. For it's funny. But people don't commonalize what you need. We like it simple. One of the reasons it feels like people can relate with what I teach is because I simplify it. But you'll be like, it's too simple. Now, it's not simple. Tell us the simple way. That's what we need to know. So that is another one. Monetize your knowledge. And then someone will say, I don't know what knowledge should I monetize? Go and learn a new one. Learning a new skill is also something. I want. The last class I did was on different skills. We did video editing, graphics design, virtual assistance, social media management. These are hot in demand skills. If I ask you how much you pay for editing videos now, don't even tell me, because I know it's crazy. I know how much I pay to edit my videos.
And I keep looking for people who I can.
Do you understand? I was telling you earlier that if I see someone that will be coming to my house, these are things people are looking for. And this is something people can learn like free of charge on YouTube, on Udemy, all of these platforms. So look for, if you don't have any skill to monetize, what can you learn? Go and learn something. So these are, if you start a new business, if you have the time, thank God for social media. A lot of the big businesses we know today, they don't have a physical store. It's just on social media. People will say, I'm busy. Okay, if you are busy, can you pay someone to handle that thing for you? Okay, maybe you have a business page, you cannot, you work. Some social media managers, they take like 30K. small amount, basic amount. You can get them to do these things for you if you're a busy person. But please, whatever you do, find way to multiply your income. And I'm hoping that this idea is what we listed and we get you thinking. Okay.
Wow, so good. I mean, this has been so enlightening. I mean, I've learned a lot from this session.
And I also want to learn from you. Maybe before we wrap up, there is a way. I'm trying to remember the Bible verse that said that we do the work, God crowns it. So that's the God factor of it when it comes to, that's your field. That's the one we want to learn now. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can you
so you have become the host.
That one love it. So can you talk to us about that God factor? Because see, hustling spirit is not for hustle culture. You don't have to. I know you want to make money. But people are hustling. It's not by our own doing. It's not by your making. So please, let's talk about that God factor when it comes to our finance. I want to learn that.
Yeah, I mean, so powerful, right? The God factor is everything, right? Sure. Number one, from the beginning. Because anytime we talk about God, we need to go back to how it was in the beginning. I don't want to preach a whole sermon, but let me give you
platform. Nobody will pursue you.
In the beginning, when God created man, right? What did he do? He said, be blessed. He blessed man, right? He said, subdue the earth, have dominion over the fish of the sea.
We are powerful. Oh my God.
Do you see?
Do you even know the kind of authority
that we have? Right? He has given you, see, Bible says, God made us in his image and his likeness.
Hey, God, Jennifer, you are in God's image. So, sometimes I imagine this, I'm wonderfully, maybe when I feel like, oh God, it's too much, I remind myself,
you're like,
Jennifer,
God, you have everything God has.
Wonderfully and fearfully made.
Absolutely.
Please write down. I like where this is going.
So you have everything that God has. He said, if I see Jennifer and I see somebody, I can say, oh, this person is acting like Jennifer. Because this is how Jennifer acts. So when you say, this person is like God in his image and his likeness. So you are like him.
Powerful.
God who created the heavens and the earth. You have all it takes to get what you want. The Bible says the cattle on 1,000 hills belongs to God. So you have, the Bible says, what is man that you are mindful of him?
Oh, God.
You have all it takes. You are a blessed person, right? Now, there's a thing called knowing who you are or what you have or what you carry. A lot of times we look at the prodigal son, how he came back. And by the time he came back to his father, the father was wide armed open to
after
receive him.
He has done.
After he had lavished all his money, all he had, right? The thing is, most times we act, and let me tell you the changing factor for the prodigal son. The Bible says he came to himself. He was eating with pigs. He was doing everything, and they were like,
he remembered who he was.
Do you see?
Like, I'm a prince.
Do you understand?
I like that.
Right? So we don't wear the consciousness of who we are, and we have that mentality of a servant, of a slave, or we are suffering. God did not make us come to this earth without provision. He has provided for all we need. The Bible says that he has given us all things that pertains to life and godliness. You have everything. But the problem most times is that we forget. The Bible says, oh God, I don't
Please write down. Please write down.
The Bible says that we are ambassadors of Christ. Who is an ambassador? An ambassador is sent from a country to another country, right? So if you're an ambassador of Christ,
represents,
and they back you up with everything. If you're an ambassador from Nigeria to the US, they give you accommodation.
Backing.
Do you understand? They give your children are going to the best school. You live in the best places. You have everything that you need. And that's who you are.
Imagine going about your business and having this
that
consciousness.
Mindset. Do you understand?
You're going to be unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Hey.
Blessed. Everybody, nobody would see you and not bless you and not favor you and not. That's because you are wearing who you are. Right? Because it also comes to be that it has to do with our minds. Most times we think like we are disadvantaged. You are not disadvantaged.
We are powerful.
You are powerful. You are blessed. Powerful. You are like God. Right? So when we have that consciousness of who we are, of what we carry, it spreads in everything that we do. So we are at rest, we are at peace, because we know that God has everything under control. There are times where it doesn't look like it in real life, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But the Bible says, cast your cares and cast your burdens on God, because he cares for you, right? Okay. So that's the consciousness and the God factor that we need to carry everywhere that we go.
You just say something, cast your cares. This is like my favorite verse, one of my favorite verses in the Bible. Quickly, last week we did the finance fair we mentioned. So that morning, it started to rain. I was getting ready for the event when someone called me. They dropped something at the hotel and they were driving back. he was like, oh my God, Jennifer, that he couldn't see, that he has on his light. This was in the morning. He has on his light to see the road, that the rain was crazy. Events we've been planning for how many months, and now you're telling me that people cannot come because it was raining. I just said the makeup artist, someone just continue. I just said it's just a
simple.
little prayer. God, take care of this. Because I don't know what else to say. What will I do?
What will you do?
God, take care of this. And with that confidence, please continue the makeup. How many minutes later? It was not long. Someone sent me a picture on WhatsApp of the event hall. That was after 8 to 9. Event was by 10. The picture she sent, all the seats were filled
full.
up.
Yeah.
People were standing.
Yeah.
And it was raining.
Yeah.
But I told God to take care of this.
And he did. So I think it's a good place to wrap up.
That's the final part.
That's a good place to wrap up. You know,
so I've spoken about the things you can do with your money. Jumoke has told you how God can come in to crown it all for us. So it's up to you.
You know, the Bible says in Psalm 127 verse 1 that unless the Lord builds the house, its builder labor in vain.
In vain, exactly.
Right. So, in as much as we're trying to increase our income, we're trying to multiply, we're trying to be, good stewards of our money. We need to also know that God is the one who's building
at
this.
The center of
Exactly. God is the one who is at the center of everything that we do. Right. I hope you've learned a lot today. I have absolutely learned a lot.
I have to. It's nice talking to you, Jumoke.
Such a pleasure
to talk to.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments.
Please
share.
Be very kind. Subscribe to the channel. If someone is bringing out all of this value for free, subscribe to the channel, and we are going to get wealthy with the backings of the Lord. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay. Thank you for coming, Jennifer. Such a pleasure having you. All right, see you on next episode.